Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate anyone who comes. This is only my second live doing readings. So I really appreciate everyone that came. So today I have Scott from Scorpio Sun Tarot. Most of you probably, if not all of you, know Scott already, but he's a wonderful reader, and I'm so glad to have you on my channel, and I'm so thankful. So so welcome and thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, while people come in, I guess we could say hello to the first few that came in.
Okay.
So there's Jackie. Jackie, I made you a moderator. I hope you saw that. Hello. And Glorious E, hello. And Delamala. And yes, I have you starred, Delamala, and so we could do a reading for you. And Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
It's good to see you. So how you been? So
I'm doing good. Yeah, just taking it day by day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is my only job right now.
Yeah.
So I am looking for something else, but I'm able to do more and more shows, so I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the good part.
Yeah, that's the silver lining.
Eating ramen noodles in the middle of the night is not the silver lining. That's
no.
This is.
Yeah, and your live was that yesterday or the day before? You said you hadn't gone grocery shopping. Have you gone grocery shopping?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. I'm going in the morning, so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Garnet.
Garnet's Hi, Garnet. Here. Hi. So yeah. Welcome everybody. I don't know whether I should start readings yet or if we wait until a few more people come in. What do you usually do, Scott?
I usually let a few more people come in, but that's just me. We've got them coming in actually now. We got SR Kish.
Oh, hi. Hi, SR
and
Kish.
Ness.
Hi. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. So what decks do you have? Do you want to share some of the decks that you're going to be reading with?
I actually chose some witchy decks today. So
cool.
Got the Cozy Witch, I got the Cosmic Coven, the Cosmic, what is this called? I don't know. Cosmic something. And then I've got the Luna Witch, the Cosmic Witch, just going kind of witchy today.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I have, as far as tarot decks, I have the Tarot de Saint Croix.
Oh, okay.
I haven't read with this in a long time, so I'm excited.
I have the orange version.
Okay, yeah. I got the borderless, and Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition. That's another one that I'm using. And then possibly the Moonchild Tarot.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's very ethereal. Let's see if I can. It's pretty. Is the light too bright? I think the light might be too bright because it's kind of washing out the cards. Let me dim this a bit. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, just dimmed my ring light. Let me see if that helps. That's a little better.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. I know that's the artist. I can't think. I want to call her Danielle Knoll. Is that who it is?
It's by Danielle Noel or Knoll. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember anything, but I remember that she did that tarot deck, and I don't have it yet.
That's a good memory. I'm terrible at remembering names, so.
Well, she did all the artwork on most of Rebecca Campbell's decks. So
okay.
And I have quite a few of those. Ness has a question up at 8:04.
Okay.
She put it in there twice.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Ness.
Were they sick?
Yes, Ness has been, she said she's been a little bit sick, I believe.
Oh.
Was sick the
Sick
previous
for
2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're on the mend.
Yeah, I missed you, Ness.
Okay, so I see where I starred people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. I probably should have added financial to no financial readings, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So people put in your questions if you have any, and then we can get started. I believe Delamala was first. So the question is, may I know what to do? May I know what do you see about my Social Security disability? Will I get it approved by a judge after May 14th hearing? I am Daniela in Sagittarius. Thanks so much. It would mean a lot to me.
Do you know how to put the question up on the screen?
Just click it.
Just click it. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Now, I don't usually do time questions like, will something happen by this date? I think you've done readings like that, Scott, where you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I generally don't do time questions just because like my abilities just don't go there usually. But I can still pull cards on the situation. Did you want to shuffle and we can get started? Cool.
You got quite a few questions coming in too.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Thank you guys for your questions.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Hello, Ravadeja. Okay, Lady Luna Star, welcome. Okay. Question from SR Kish. Question from Garnet. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Okay. So I'm going to pull this question down since it's lengthy and we probably won't be able to see the cards.
Right. Okay.
But you remember the question?
Let me look over it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, cool.
Is it okay if I start?
Absolutely. Go fast.
All right. So, Daniela, I've got the Two of Swords to start off with, and this is your situation that you're in now. You're kind of torn in between and not knowing, what's going to happen. But I've got the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is saying that you need to rest and take some time off and not be so caught up in this situation. Instead, make sure you're getting the rest that you need to take care of yourself. Okay, so that's just a side note. But then in comes the Nine of Cups. So we can do this right. All right, there's the Nine of Cups, and this is the manifestation card. So I believe that you can manifest this, and I believe that your answer is yes, that you'll get it by that date because you've got the happy home card, the Four of Wands. It's the celebration. So that's for entertainment purposes only, like a shot in the dark, because I don't usually do legal. So just putting that out there, definitely for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Now, I also got the dice, so you got risks that are involved in this, but I still feel like it's worth the risk to do what you're doing and to be bold. And if you don't do any risks, then you don't get rewards, right? So that's the dice. And then my last card for you is the hidden. All right, so there may be things that you don't know about going on with the situation. Okay, but there might be someone in your life who is kind of two-faced. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on all your friends, that no one's being deceitful around you. So this is just like a side note as well. But I think it's yeah, you just waited a few years for it. Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay, well that's what I got. So I hope that helps. Hi, Morella.
jeez. Okay. Are you done?
Yes, all done.
Okay, great. Hi, Marilla. Okay, so the first card I got is the World. And the World card is about completion. It's about coming to the end of your journey and successfully completing what you've set out to do. Now, this is a long journey. So this is a process. And to come to that completion, that feeling of perfection and wholeness. The second card you got, they're all positive. So the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is about financial legacy. It's about financial security. So that's a wonderful card to get. Again, entertainment purposes only. And then you got the Nine of Pentacles after that. And this one is about celebrating what you've gone through, what you've achieved, to honor all the work that you've put into this process. And this could be, having more patience, just going through the process and affirming the patience that you've put into it. And I pulled an oracle card that's just an advice card. So you got Moon Madness, avoid drama. Now, what could this mean? I think this is just speaking to your emotional state. This is just saying, calm down. This is a very anxiety producing area. Like this is important. This is very important. So I don't want to poo-poo that at all. But I think this is just saying, check your nervous system, make sure you're taking care of your nervous system, taking care of your emotional balance, and just taking care of yourself. So I think for entertainment purposes only, this is very positive spread. I don't know when it's going to happen because, like I said, I don't do dates. But you got all positive cards. And so that's good. So that's what I have.
Awesome. There's a question, Kristen, at 8:09 from Karen Jensen.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind me.
Absolutely not. I would have missed everything. 8:09. Okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay. So did she say anything to follow up?
Yeah, great news from you both. Thanks so much.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, I think Ness is next. Okay. My writing project. Progress of April and May. I was sick the previous 2 weeks, so my progress was slow. Now, what specifically, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of, like, are you asking, will you be able to get back on the horse soon? What specifically about progress are you wanting a reading on? Because that's a bit ambiguous. My speed and velocity on making progress on the writing project. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go. That's all right. And oh, Miss Tarot D is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Tarot D.
Hi.
All right, so I've got the Knight of Swords for you, Ness, and the Knight of Swords is something happening quickly, right? So it's coming in quick, and I think that you're going to get, as Kristen said, right back up on the horse and start going again, and it's going to be really good. You got the Page of Wands. This is the free spirit, so just keeping with the pace that you had before. I think you're going to be able to do that. Wow, you finished 200 drawings and have about 80 left. Yeah, I think you're going to pick right back up. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Make sure you're still taking care of yourself. And as you're doing that, you'll be able to take care of other things after you take care of yourself. So don't forget self-care. But look here, you've got the World. So that's success and the end of a great situation. So I think as you're finishing the rest of your writing project, as you're saying, that it will go really well and you're going to have success with it. So you got all positive cards. I do want to give you an Oracle card. You got all heart, doing what you truly love. So bam, there you go. Got that. And you got intuition, going with the ebb and flow, deep connection, psychic energy. So use these things for your gifts, especially the psychic energy. And there you go. I think that it's going to turn out really well for you. So that's what I got for you, Ness.
Okay. So positive reading. You got the Ace of Wands, which is the beginning. This card has a lot of bling. My apologies.
I like that.
Yeah. The Ace of Wands. So this is a beginning, that kernel of a passion, just bursting forth and like setting on a path of creative and passionate endeavor. And so I think this is about you getting back on the horse, like you've had to recover, you've had to take care of yourself. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but you got the Two of Pentacles next, and this is all about balance. This is about taking those parts of yourself and making sure that you don't get out of balance. Really, it's about taking care of yourself, but also not at the expense of your persistence. Don't weigh one more than the other is what I'm trying to say. And then you got the Four of Pentacles. Now this is, you can read this as a self-care card. So this is about holding on to your energy. So this is about taking care of your energy and your energy expenditures. This is about, making sure you pace yourself, reward yourself, create a reward system. And like my husband's a writer, so I'm trying to think of like, what could this mean, as far as, him. And the first thing that comes to mind is self-care. just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Don't put the writing so much in the forefront that you forget to take care of yourself, because you are still healing. You're probably going to need naps and some more recovery time. So the next one I pulled from the Star Rune Oracle, and you got the rune Rido, and you got the quest. I think this is your project, you getting back on the horse, and just it's that quest. It's that burning drive to finish a complete, beautiful masterpiece at the end. And I know I see the process. It is a lot of work, and but it's worth it. It's that quest. It's that prize at the end when you have a finished project. And then the final one, which I pulled from the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle, you got persist. So may your ripples build the swell, is what the message is. So this is saying just just keep pushing forward. You have to balance your health, of course, but not at the expense of the project, and vice versa. Don't sacrifice your health for the project either. It's that balance that you're going to have to strike for right now, at least. So that's the reading I got for you. I hope that makes sense and rings true. Oh,
Awesome.
you're welcome.
That's great.
Okay. Next one is Ravi Deja. Is that how you pronounce it? Are you here, Ravi Deja? Let me know if you're here.
And Brenda T came in. Hi, Brenda.
Hi.
And Jeff from Tarot Aspect Roots.
Hi. Welcome.
Yes, she's here.
Okay, cool. So, just a general reading. Okay.
Ravi Teja, I've got that you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish, and there's something that you want really badly, and you are going for it really hard. And so let me know if that makes sense to you. But I got the Page of Pentacles. This is the manifesting page. Okay, so this is saying that if you manifest what you want, then hey, it's there for you. So it's acting as if you already have what you really want. So that's what manifesting is. So this is the manifesting page. And then you got the Two of Wands. This is writing down what you want, planning with what you want. Okay, resonates. Great. And this could be travel as well with the globe here, but this is planning. So plan your options, and write them down if you have, decisions to make, and choose the one that goes with your intuition and your gut the best. And then you're hoping, you got the hope, the star card. You're hoping for things that this goal is going to happen. So this is saying that spirit is behind you on it and is in your corner, and you're going to get what you're wanting and what you're looking for. Okay, and then you got the Nine of Wands. This is the only card that's a little bit of a speed bump. It's just to remain resilient. You can see that there's a cast on his arm there, and that's because they've been through so much. So if there are a little bit of speed bumps along the way on this goal that you are looking for, just keep going. Keep going and you'll get there. Bounce right back up. Okay. Your oracle cards, I've got local travel. So this could be something with the travel card here, which is the planning and travel card, the Two of Wands. So you may benefit from getting out more. And then the last card I have for you is male. I don't know what your gender is. It doesn't really matter. It just means that you have some divine masculine energy coming in. All right. And that's Mars. So you can look that up if you want to. But that just means you have some male energy coming in that will play a role in this goal that you have. There's something about a man that's going to come in, and or someone with male energy. It could be a female with divine masculine energy. So it could be either or. But that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that makes sense. I can feel it. I am into Vedic astrology. Okay. Awesome.
Ooh. All right. So the first card I pulled from the Prairie Majesty. This deck has prompts, like questions, and the question is, how can I be of service? Shelter. So how can I be of service? So this is about turning that passion into something that could be of service to other people. This is just, really, it's pretty straightforward. It's about taking what you are passionate about and putting it to use, really. And you said that you're into Vedic astrology. It might be referring to that, doing readings for other people. The next card you got the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles is a card of a scarcity mindset. This isn't saying that it's all made up, that the struggles you're going through or the challenges you're going to face are all made up. What this is saying is kind of shift your mindset when things become difficult. Just shift it a little. So you're not getting so bogged down and overwhelmed by all the possibilities, or all the challenges that this path might have for you. The next card you got was Eight of Pentacles, and this is about just doing the work. It's about doing the work over and over and over again until you get it right. So like Vedic astrology is extremely complex. I don't get it. It's like way over my head. So it is extremely complex. So I give you major props for taking on such an endeavor, but it does take a lot of work. It's going to take months, if not years, of study to really get the nuances of Vedic astrology. But you're up for it. You're up to the task. It's going to take tenacity, just the stick it to itness. The next card you got is the Lovers. Now, I'm not going to read this as in the romantic sense, because you can also read the Lovers as a matter of choice. This is about choosing wisely what is best for you. This is about having given two options. One is what is right for you. One is what is easy for you. And sometimes you have to pick what's right for you. And I think this card is calling you to do that. Don't choose the easy path, the well-worn path. You're being called to really take on the mantle as someone who's going to charge forth and make those decisions, putting yourself first. Don't be afraid to put yourself first in order to make your passions come true. The final card you got is Wild. May you express all that you are. So yeah, get wild, just be authentic. I think this is calling you to be authentic. People who just let it all hang out there are the kind of people who, they don't care what other people think. Don't let the judgments of other people get you down, because you might face that. You along the path, whatever it is, whether it's Vedic astrology or something else, you may come across people who are going to judge you. And this is saying, so what? Next, be yourself, be authentic. And that's what's going to bring you fulfillment. So that's the reading I have for you, Ravi Deja.
She had another question. It said,
Yes.
I can feel something, money is coming in. Can you see that? And I can pull one card and whatever
Okay,
you
yeah,
want
I
to do,
can pull a
Kristen.
card. But I see money coming in. That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She feels like that she can feel it coming in.
Cool.
I've got the headphones card. And so for me, I'm thinking that you need to cut out distractions. So that would mean to balance your checkbook, just have some boundaries on what you're spending, and cut out, spending too much, and then it would get better. It's going to be a better situation for you. Okay. So that's what I got.
I got the Chariot. And this is a card of victory, but it's a victory that takes effort. So it's not like some money is just going to fall into your lap. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing like an inheritance. I'm not seeing a lotto being won. If money is coming to you, it's because you've invested into something and you've made it happen yourself. So that's what I'm seeing. So yeah.
And I love your definition of the lover's card like that. I'm going to have to use that. That's brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi, Ange. Oh,
Tapestry. Okay. Hi, Tapestry.
Hi, Tapestry. Okay, let's see who's next. I think we have Lady Luna Star next. May I please get some guidance on my self-employment, please? Guidance on my self-employment. So, Lady Luna Star, may I ask what profession your self-employment is? Like what realm it's in, if you don't mind me asking? Art. Okay. So I have the memory of a guppy. So some
Me
guidance.
too.
Please get some guidance on my self-employment. Okay. Self-employment in art.
All right. Lady Luna Star, I've got the Eight of Wands for you. And so this is making me think that your art is going to take off really fast. I think that this is fast energy. So I think that there's a change that's going to be occurring with it. So I see it gaining momentum. The dragonfly for me is change. So I see a big change coming for you. And then you got out of this deck, there's an extra card. It's the Cosmic Coven card. And for me, this just says art gallery. So I don't know if you have thought about putting your art in a gallery or not, but to me, this is what this is saying, that you would be great at doing that. So just think about that. Put that in your back pocket. You need to have your boundaries up too. Don't let anybody step on them. And that's not being selfish, it's being protective of yourself. And you have to do that or no one else will. So just be protective of you. It's been 15 years you've been working on it? Wow. I've contacted several galleries and trying to have my own. Amazing. Yeah, keep trying. Keep trying. And if it doesn't go the way that you want it to all the time, keep going, because this is a minor card and these swords are illusions. So this is just, you feeling, some sort of way for the moment, but it's going to get better and the clouds are going to go away and the rain's going to go away. So, that's what I got for tarot. For your oracle card, got the horse, and this is for determination and endurance. All right, so make sure you have that bounce back, that determination and endurance that you need to keep going. And then I love this. You got the Sun card in an oracle card, and it says, "Be patient; it will come." Manifestation power 1111. So those numbers are going to mean something for you. You might not know what it is yet, but it's a sign. It's a sign for you from this card. That's what I got for you.
Okay, so the first card I got is the Queen of Swords, and this is a card of brute honesty. So this is about being honest with yourself, being rational. So this is a business. And so while it is about art, it is about passion. If you are turning it into something that is lucrative, some focus on finances and business acumen, and being honest with yourself about what is doable, what is not doable. And I think this is just a reminder. Listen, like, I'm not saying that you don't do this already, but this is just sort of a nod at, just remember to put your rational hat on sometimes, like you have your artist hat, the creative hat, and then you have the businesswoman's hat. And I think this is just sort of drawing home that hat's important. You got the King of Wands, and the kings are masters of their suit. And Wands is about creativity and it's about passion. So this is a man who has mastered that arena in his life. And so I think this is a good sign. This is a good sign. This is you, that you are mastering your craft, and you're mastering it in a way to make it beneficial to you. And so I think this is just saying, you're going the right path. This is awesome that you got the King of Wands to mean you. I mean, that's pretty badass in my opinion. You also got the Nine of Wands, and this is a card of tenacity. It's a card of courage. It can be very daunting, very discouraging, when you are starting a business. And this card is just recognizing that, to say that, yeah, it's going to be hard sometimes, and you're going to have to weather the storm. And it's not always going to be easy. But you got it. Like, this is saying you have the strength and tenacity to sort of push through, the shitstorm, basically, that you're going to have to walk into every now and then. Now I pulled a shadow card, and I also got the Three of Swords.
Oh.
And yeah, and like Scott said, like this is a difficult card. It's a challenging card, but it is early in the suit. This is about sort of making lemon out of lemonades, making lemonade out of lemons. Making lemonade out of lemons. That's what I was trying to say. So basically, this is taking your mind and sort of piercing those emotional hardships and sort of processing them effectively. And so this is just a card of really healing, of getting over the bumps and sort of moving forward through them. And so I pulled 3 rune cards as well, and I got Algae's Protect Yourself. So I think this is just saying take care of yourself. I think it's pretty straightforward. And take care of yourself. Make sure there's no one out there who's taking advantage of you. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there in the business world. So this is just saying, keep your eyes open. It's quite possible that there's people out there that don't have your best interests at heart. Oh, I've been focused on healing for 3 years. So that's the 3. That makes sense. Absolutely. It breaks your heart often. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so the second rune you got was Perthro, which is fate. This is about taking fate into your own hands. This is about making things happen. It means that things are unsure. The future is unsure. And all you can do is push forward and do the right things, the smart things. Going back to the Queen of Swords, doing those smart things in order to make it happen. Yeah, and this is not a card of destiny. This is a card of I don't know, And so this is a card of you need to take your destiny into your own hands. And the last one I got, which I'm actually a little confused about, maybe it'll make more sense to you, but I got Othala, which is the home card. It's about home, family, legacy, ancestry. I'm not sure how this relates to your art business. I don't know if maybe you're trying to buy a home, that you do your work at home, or you're trying to leave an artistic legacy behind. I don't know. So maybe you'll get the meaning of this rune. So that's what I have for you. I hope some of it resonated. See, all of the above. Okay. Okay, well then that makes sense. Okay, excuse me while I clean up my cards. Okay, so next one. So I hope that helped, Lady Luna. Okay, so SR Kish, are you here?
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Marilla.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Lady Luna.
SR Kish, are you here? Well, we'll come back to that one.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she's here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Do you see me getting a temp full-time in the hospital in my area? I believe FT is full-time. See me getting.
Okay, SR, I've got the Seven of Wands to start off with. And this is in this deck about holding someone accountable or holding yourself accountable. So I would say just do some, maybe not research, but some like shadow work maybe needs to be done to decide if this is the right way for you. But all the other cards are very clear. You got the Page of Cups right here, and I want to read to you what it says. It says, let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. So I feel like it is coming in. And then you got the Magician, and this is just matter of fact, yes, it's coming in. And this is, you have all the tools to make it happen, and you can manifest it. So that's that. And then I got the Page of Swords, and it says curiosity is a type of magic. So just you going for it and really wanting it is key to you getting it. So that's what I got for that. And then your Oracle cards, you got a Sign of Hope, Changing Fortune, Divine Intervention. So there you go, a sign of hope for you. And your last card says the Servant Queen, you are worthy of beautiful things. Divine, magnetic, and valuable. So whoever winds up with you is going to have somebody great. I think you're going to do a great job. Make sure that you're interviewing them as you're being interviewed as well. That is definitely the job that you want. So that's what I got, Kristen.
Okay, so I got the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So
Wow.
yeah, so I got the Seven of Cups. So this card can be read in different ways, and one way is to read it is too many choices, or just the right amount of choices. That you have everything, you have other options, is what this is telling me. You have many options. Does this mean that you aren't getting that position? No. This is just saying that if you don't, there are other opportunities out there for you. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from those emotional burdens that are holding you back. Something that's no longer or never has really emotionally served your well-being. Something needs to be left behind. Some way of thinking, some way of feeling, some way of responding, in order to improve your chances of getting a position that you will deem fulfilling, in whatever way that you are looking to be fulfilled. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard, dogged work. It's just doing the work. It's putting out the resumes. It's doing the interviews. It's like studying how to do an interview effectively. And I don't know if this means that you're how do I put this? I don't think this means that you're not going to get the position, but I think it does lend to the idea, especially with these other cards, that if you don't get this position, that something is going to come up. You know, something is going to come up as long as you're doing the work. And I know that's a bit ambiguous. My apologies, because I'm not giving you a yes or no answer. The Oracle card that I pulled is Moon Rising, Truth. So what is the truth of the situation? To be honest, I'm not even sure what the situation is because we didn't get a lot of information. Like, have you already applied for this position? Have you already interviewed for this position? Are you going through a temp agency where they just place you there? So I'm thinking this just might be just saying like, just look at the situation factually. And decide, may you navigate with purpose. So may you navigate with purpose. I think this is saying, just keep at it. Keep going towards that goal. And like Scott said, be smart about it. Like, you're interviewing them just as much as they are interviewing you. You want to see if they're right for you. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if it doesn't come through for any reason, don't worry. Something is on the horizon. So I think that's what this reading says. So, well, you had a first interview. Okay.
Awesome.
So I hope some of that rung true. But thank you, SRK. Okay. Garnet is next. Where am I on a spiritual level?
You're welcome, SR.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay. I'm getting all good things for you, Garnet. And this first card is the King of Cups, or the King of Water. And it says you are compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. So this is the King of Equanimity that has emotional balance. So you're working on your emotional balance right now, and I think you're doing a great job. The Eight of Earth, or Eight of Pentacles, says that you are doing the work. You're concerned about your spiritual level, as you said. And just the fact that you're doing that is a lot more than a lot of other people are doing. So I think that just by you wanting to get better, you are getting better. So this is saying rewards and recognition will come out of this as well. And then you got the Three of Wands, or Fire. And it says goals, expansion, and vision. So if you just look and see what you want, you can manifest it. So I feel like you are manifesting some things in your life. So keep doing that, and it's going to bring good things to shore, just like the boat. Your boats are coming in, your ships are coming in. Okay. And then you got the Nine of Earth, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And this to me is the spa day card. So do something for yourself and just have some time, for you, and just have a day alone that you're doing something that you wouldn't normally do. If it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, why not? So go for it and treat yourself kind and continue to do that. And I think that's where you're at. I've got two oracle cards for you. Now this one's interesting because it says it's the dark night of the soul. So this is a transformation and awakening, a tower moment. So you could be needing this pampering and this taking care of yourself because you've gone through something big. Okay, so you're going through something big, and this is just for you to know that it's okay, that it will get better, but you do have to look at your fears and transform them. The last card I got for you is Strength. So I look at this as kindness, gentleness, tenderness, because this is not how much you can lift. This is not a weight. This is, do you have true integrity on the inside? And I think that's where you're at, and you are there, and that's where you're at on a spiritual level. So that's what I got.
So, someone requested a reading, Arcana Rao. I will add you to the free reading list, and then questions will be closed after that. So we have four more to do. Okay. Garnet, I got for the first card I pulled from the Star Rune Oracle is Dagas, start anew. So I think this is speaking to you being at a beginning of a journey, that you are, you're taking what you've learned before, and just waking up to a new way of being, and using what you've learned in the past. But this is about starting anew. This is about starting something new, a new journey for you. The next card I got is Two of Swords. So I think what this is saying is that you're at an impasse. Like you don't know which way to turn, like what your spiritual calling is, as far as like what direction to go. So I think this is just a nod at, the frustration and confusion that you might be feeling right about now. But you got the Four of Pentacles. And this is about sort of holding too tight onto your resources as to what your gifts, what you're able to offer. And I don't know if you can see, but she's holding onto her throat. And so I think this is saying you have a lot of wisdom to give and you're not speaking it. You're not sharing it. And so I think part of where you are in your spiritual journey is you're ready to speak, you're ready to share, you're ready to possibly even teach. You're at that precipice to go on to like that next level. You're leveling up, you're leveling up, and this is saying that you're right. It's okay to speak about it and to share your wisdom. Your next card you got is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is about putting in the investment and the patience to see it, come to fruition. So invest in it, invest in time and energy, make it a priority, but know that anything that you put into it now, it might not manifest quickly. But it will manifest because you're putting in the true work, the honest work in developing your spirituality, and who you are called to be. You might be called to be a teacher because of the Four of Pentacles. So I pulled a shadow card, and you got the Three of Swords, and I don't know you well, Garnet. So I don't know if you've been through some heartache in the past, some grief, some troubling times. And this is calling you to use it, to transform whatever you have felt, any hurt that you have felt in the past. Use that as a transform it into something. Alchemize it is a good word. You alchemize your pain in order to be of service to others, in order to reach the higher realms. That ache, like the ache that you've had, it's don't let it get you down. Use it to the best of your ability, to alchemize it and to help you on that journey to being more enlightened, more spiritual, and to be of service to others. So that's the reading I have for you. I hope that rang true.
Thanks, Scarlett.
Yes, heartache, silly, will mutate into divine love. Oh, that's lovely, Garnet. Okay, thank you, Jackie. What is coming in romantic love for me? Okay. Thank you, Arcana. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Karen Jensen, are you here? I don't think I've seen her name for a while.
No, I haven't either. Sure.
Karen Jensen? She was. Mm. I'm not seeing her.
No, I'm not either.
So maybe she stepped away. So we can come back to her. Imelda? Is Imelda here?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And Karen is here also.
Okay. Okay, we'll get you next, Karen.
Karen, you may need to refresh. I think you're behind in chat a little bit. So just refresh. Or make sure you're live. Yeah, Jackie called it too, said the same thing. Okay. All right, so Imelda, I've got the Six of Cups for you. And this is just saying to me that you've been thinking about the past a lot. And this could be somebody coming back from the past. But it's also for you to remember that the things that happened in the past that are really good, even better things can happen in the future. So staying in the present moment is important. And we do have times that we need to look at our past and look at our future, but staying in the present moment is the best so that we can release our expectations of what is going to happen. Okay. Then you got the Page of Pentacles. This is the manifesting page. So manifest what it is that you want and you can have it. That's why she's pointing it up here. And then you got the Ten of Wands. So I feel like you've been overwhelmed a little bit and maybe have been trying to do too much. I don't know if this is at work, Imelda, or if this is at home. You're doing a little bit too much. You need to make sure that you're taking care of you and resting when you need to. And this is a part of delegation as well, so that you can have other people delegate to what you cannot handle. And don't try to handle it all. Let people help you. Okay. And then your Oracle card, I've got the Lover card, and it says it is safe to surrender to the good feelings. Right? So just keeping optimistic and positive. And it says that you will have an abundance coming to you. And there's all kinds of butterflies around here, which makes me think that you have a change coming in. So this could be someone coming in for you. It could be just a new friend, but it could also be a relationship, possibly. Or if you're already in a relationship, then it could be just your relationship getting stronger. And then you got the butterfly. So this is about change. So this reading is about you transforming and something new coming in, a new beginning, personal growth. Expect changes, right? So that's what I got for you. It looks like you got some changes coming in, and you just need to not take on everything yourself and know that you are very special and surrender to those feelings. So that's what I got.
Okay, so the first card I got is the prompt, what is ready to go so I can grow? So what's ready to go? What's ready to be sloughed off and left behind in order for you to grow? The first card I got was the Knight of Wands. Now, there's a traditional way to read this, but I'm going to read this more intuitively from my own experiences. If you see here, there's an Indian man here in front of a pyre. And I remember seeing this very same image when I was in India, in the city of Varanasi. It's on the Ganges River. And when you're sailing down the Ganges, you can see up there, and there's a funeral pyre. And people come from all over India to bring their loved ones for their final resting place in those fires. Those fires go and go eternally. They never go out. There's always someone there to burn away that familial grief, or that pain, that transition. It's a transition card. So I think this card is saying that there are some struggles that you've been through, and they might be family related. And it's about burning that away. And it's about allowing yourself to grieve what you thought you were supposed to have, and to sort of dance into that space where you can, start accepting what is and processing and dealing with what is, if that makes sense. The next card you got is Death. And this is a card of rebirth. This is a card of leaving behind the old and being born anew. And it's similar to the butterfly card. So this is calling you to really shift yourself in that process of evolution. Like you are in a phase of evolution. And it might be a difficult evolution, that change. The Death card, it's difficult, but it's necessary for your own development. And then you got the Eight of Cups. I pulled this earlier for someone else. This is about leaving behind what doesn't serve you. There's something in your life that is emotionally problematic, and you need to let it go. You need to process it and walk away from it. What if you need help from other people to do that? I mean, you might not be able to do it on your own, because the next card you got is Yin Moon, accept help. So you might not be able to do it on your own. So if you feel overwhelmed at times, if you feel like things are difficult, maybe there's conflict in your life, or just trauma, or past situations that just haven't healed, you might need to turn to someone else, for support. And that's okay. But you got a really positive final card. You got the rune Yira, the harvest card. And this is a card of abundance. This is a card of you doing the work and coming to the end of the season and having that fruit, that luscious fruit in your life. Been worried for a sister lately. She's having a hard time. Okay. So maybe this reading is partly about her, like you do third party readings, but accept help. Maybe either she needs to accept help, or maybe you need help helping her. But the harvest card is good. It means that the work that you put into something, you will be able to harvest that fruit at the end of that journey. So I hope some of this rang true. But thank you. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Thank you, Imelda.
Yes. Okay, who's next? Okay, Karen is next. Karen, are you here? I assume she's here. Yes, I need help helping her. It all rang true. Thank you both. Cool. Karen, are you here? Yep, you're here. Okay, great. So, are you able to tell me if anything will ever come of my relationship with Ron Taylor? Okay.
I got a yes, but, and I'll show you why. The first card I got is the High Priestess, and this is saying that you would need some patience if anything is to come on with it. This is also using your intuition and your gut to decide if this is the right person for you. Okay, so it's not just in his court, it's in your court as well. The ball, like a tennis match, you say the ball is in your court. You have to make the best decision for you. And if you think that it's with this guy, just make sure that you're using your gut and your intuition for that, because you got the Five of Cups instead of the Five of Water. This is disappointment, regret, and forgiveness. So you're going to have a little bit of ups and downs, Karen, in this. If you continue this relationship, you are going to have some times when you feel like, is this worth it? And just know that you got an angel back here to help you. And this might not be the best course for you, but you do have hope. You have the star. And so this is fulfillment and faith. And I don't know if this is starting over with someone new, or I think that, I don't think that's what it is, though. I think that it's something that is coming of your relationship, but you have to heal. You have to heal. I'm hearing from a past relationship, okay, that you may be bringing, or he may be bringing a past relationship into this one, and it's causing turmoil. So have faith that it's going to get better, and I think it will, because your final tarot card is the Sun, and that is, a big yes. It's going to be a success. Having enthusiasm, being recognized for the love that you put out there to him. So It may take time, though, with these cards here, with the Patience card, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups. It may take a little bit of time and some ups and downs. So are you willing to go through those moments to get to where you want to be with them? So it may take some work. Yeah, you might have to face a little bit of rejection. So this might not be the perfect, one for you, because it's going to have ups and downs. And I believe there's more than one, good match with somebody. But I think that this is a medium match. So I think it will work out if you want it to. And then you have the egg, the potential within. Let's see if I can get that to come in a little bit better. There we go. So change is around the corner. So I feel like it's going to get better, but it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. And that's just some hard truth coming at you. So take that as, forget the term that I'm looking for, a kind of love that kind of, a tough love situation. That's what I got.
Okay, so I got the Seven of Pentacles, and I'm going to read this, that if it's going to work, it's going to take investment. It's going to take patience. And I assume you mean romantic relationship. I did not ask for specification on that, but this is going to take some work. It's going to take some weeding. So if there is a potential for a romantic connection, just know that there's going to be some work involved, and there's going to take some patience. You got the Five of Swords, and this is a warning card. It's a card of saying you're going to win, but at what cost? So this is about conflict, really, and about winning at that conflict. And it's like that saying, the argument, you're not having an argument, the argument is having you. And this is about that kind of conflict where you're letting the desire to win outweigh the desire to be happy, if that makes sense. So what I'm thinking this is saying is that if you do develop a relationship with him, it's not going to be easy. It's not. You got the Two of Pentacles next, and this is about balance, and I think this is referring to like balancing your needs and his needs, your wants and his wants, and they might be in tension sometimes. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to pursue a relationship that is basically a pile of clay that needs to be molded. And that's fine. If you want to invest in a relationship like that, nothing wrong with that. You did get the Night Moon card, the shadow work card. So I'm wondering if there's some shadow work that you need to do. There's some parts of yourself that you think are unlovable. And they're not. You are not an unlovable person, and it's just facing those parts of yourself that you think are unlovable, that you think they make you unlovable. And so I'm wondering if that's the kind of work that this is calling you to do. And the last card you got was the rune Thorazaz, conflict. So I am one who does not believe in soulmates. I believe in hard work to make a relationship work. I think we have many, many, many soulmates in this world. And what makes a relationship work is hard work, compassion from both sides, understanding from both sides, patience from both sides, and an investment from both sides. So I don't know if this card is saying you guys are going to have conflict, that there's going to be butting heads, or if this is about internal conflict in you. about whether you want to move forward or not, or to aggressively pursue this as an option for you. So yeah, that's the reading I have. So yeah, that's what I have. So thank you for letting us read for you. I hope some of it resonated.
Yes, thank you, Karen.
Next one is Wendy Wardell. Wendy, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, when you say who do you see around me, are you asking in the afterlife, like in the spiritual realm?
I was wondering the same thing.
Yes, okay.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to take a stab at this. The first card I got is the Page of Wands, and this is the Free Spirit page, but I'm looking more at the image, and the image is telling me it's a younger man. So a young male is surrounding you right now, and is part of that. Maybe young adult is what I'm going to say, and they could have possibly had long hair. All right, so that one, and then you got another person here. You got a fatherly figure with the King of Wands coming in. Right, so I don't know if your father has passed or not, but this could be a father figure if it's not your father directly, or a grandfather that is there. And that's what I got for who is there. Now I've got what they want to tell you. And I've got the Two of Swords, and they're just letting you know that any decisions that you make that are bugging you, you don't know how to make the decisions, you don't know what to do, just use your intuition and your gut. And also, they are there to help you make a decision as well. I feel like these two gentlemen are your guides. Okay. And then you got the Eight of Swords, and they're saying that you are feeling trapped in a situation where you wish you could go forward and move with freedom. So they're saying for you to not feel that way. It's easier to sit with your fear and ask it, is it real? And then at that time, you can, change that into a more positive situation. But I think that they're saying they want you to live a happy life, and that they're there for you. And let me get a couple oracle cards for you. I got the Phone. You could be getting some communication from them. It could be a text coming through, or desire to express. It could be from somebody else, but they're sending it. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I'm getting. Um, they're going to communicate through someone else and have a message for you through someone here on this plane from them. Okay, from one of them. And when I put it down, it went on to the Page of Wands. So the younger gentleman. And then, let's see here. Oh, you got alchemy. So blending ideas, sudden realization in process now. So just know that you have good things coming in. So you're in a process situation right now where things are molding for you. They're being alchemized. So you're going to have it's going to be a little bit tricky with these cards. Won't lie and say it's all going to be roses, but you've got these helpers, you've got these guides that are there for you. Okay, so they're going to help you to be alchemized, to change into the person that you want to be and in the person that you can be. So that's what I got.
Okay, so as far as who is there, I pulled 3 cards, and the first card I got is the Tower. So whoever is there, their death was either abrupt or very difficult. So I don't know if that rings true for anyone in your life, or if this is an ancestor that perhaps you never knew them. And I got the Knight of Pentacles. And so I think this person is a very grounded person, a very methodical, rational person. They're slow to act. They are careful. They're strategic. Yes. Okay. So whoever this is, there's a masculine energy coming through. And this person was just like a very solid person, you know. They weren't like overly emotional, you know. And then you got the Star card, and this is a card of healing. So I don't know if this person died from an illness, but I'm getting the sense that this person died from some sort of illness, and this is just saying, I'm okay. I have healed. I'm good. I have moved on from the hurt, the process, the illness. So the message I'm getting is the first card you got was, how can I know myself is bigger than any fear? So I think they're calling you to not be so afraid of things, to know that you are a courageous person and you are a strong person. And no matter what goes on in your life, you're going to be okay. You got the 5 of Pentacles, which is a card of hardship. It's a card of hardship. It's a card of not being able to see the sun through the clouds. And so I think this is just a reference to when you are in that state, know that they are there. And that you are strong enough to get through it. And the final card you got is the Sun. And beautiful sunflowers. You got sunflowers here too in the card with the person. And so this is a card of joy, of happiness and enjoying life and finding that center of peace and contentment. And so I think whoever this is, they're saying, we see you, we see what the struggles that you have gone through, and we know that you're strong. We know that you've been through it, and that you are courageous, and that they want you to be happy. So that's the message I have for you, Wendy. I hope some of it resonated. Okay. Last person is Arcana Rao. Arcana, are you here? Okay,
Yes.
they're here.
Arcana, are you single or married or in a relationship, if you don't mind us asking? I'm waiting for my ex as my present marriage made me realize his value in life. This is my present marriage. So you're in a marriage right now, and then you actually want to be with your ex instead?
I think that's what it means.
Is that what that means? Okay. Yes, right. Okay. I'm sorry, Wendy. Sending you lots of love and light.
Yes.
I've got Arcana that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And for you, it's, when you're in a marriage that you're not happy, you've got to address that first. And then after that, address, the part about your ex. But that's what I'm thinking, because you got the Justice card, and this is external balance. So this is fairness, being fair to yourself, being fair to your husband now, and being honest and letting them know, you know basically what's going on. If you want to, I'm just saying, if you don't clear it up, then justice usually does. This card will clear it up for you. So, and then you got, this is like external balance, home, work, relationships, friendships, making sure they're all, balanced out. And then you got the temperance card, which is the balance card in this one, which is internal balance. So I feel like your feelings are really being tested right now. You have a lot of emotional activity going on, and you need to look at it from a different perspective, just like the Hanged Man, and have some compromise, but don't compromise if something isn't working. President, I'm honest to my husband, but in life, I think X will be a good friend. Okay. Okay. Well, have compromise with the situation. If you don't want to end your marriage, then, honor that and just be honest, is what I'm getting with this card as well. Then you got the Six of Swords. So this is moving on. So I don't know if you feel like you want to stay where you're at, or you want to, move on with your ex, but this is hope that you will find happiness. And that's what is really important, is your own happiness and the happiness of the others. And then you got the Seven of Earth. This is the Seven of Pentacles, which is the patience card. So you also need to have patience with yourself and with your ex and your husband. So this honestly, now you're saying it's only a friend, and I get that. I understand Arcana. You may want to have a longer reading with someone, possibly, because this is a big topic. This is a big thing in your life. So I'm saying you might want to book a reading with someone. Okay, so I think Kristen, you do readings, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Kristen does readings. You can you get your information down below?
Sure. Yeah, and Scott
Okay.
does readings as well.
Right, I do. So I'm suggesting that you get a longer reading, Arcana, just because this is very complex, it seems, and you're wanting convenience. You're wanting a lot of things, okay, but this may be unhealthy what you're doing right now. And then you've got the birth card. So you got new opportunities and starting over. So I just think that there's more to this than meets the eye, and there's many, many layers that are on this question. So I would encourage you to get in touch with Kristen or myself and get a reading. So because this is very complex, and I'd really like to see what Kristen has for you. That's what I got.
Okay, so I got, as you in the state, you got Two of Wands. And this is a card of planning for a journey. You are putting in the groundwork, you're studying the map, you're trying to figure out how to move forward. And then you got the Fool card. And so this you could read this in a couple different ways. You could say, don't be a fool, don't act the fool. Don't be impulsive. Look where you're going. Be wise and discerning about, because the first question you ask is, what's coming at me in romance? It could be that the romance needs to come from your marriage. I don't know. I don't know from the cards that I have whether you need to leave the marriage or find the resources within the marriage to find that happiness. So you got the Five of Cups, and this is a card of loss, of grieving, of sadness, of feeling like you don't have the emotional nourishment that you want in life. But this is also a card of remembering that you still have resources there, emotional resources there, and you may not be seeing them. And I'm actually going to skip all the way to the end. And I got Ansus, the rune Ansus, Wisdom Keeper. And so I'm thinking are you in marriage counseling? To me, this is what this means, is that if you're not in marriage counseling, get into marriage counseling.
I had the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the same thing exactly.
Yeah. See, I got Eight of Cups. And this is about walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. This doesn't necessarily mean walking away from a situation. It's about walking away from the emotions that are currently holding you back and holding the marriage back. And this could be a message to you and your husband that things aren't working. They're not working, and you need to move on from how they are functioning now to a new, healthier way of functioning. And the last card, the second to last card, is you got the rune Rido, a hard journey. Marriage counseling is a hard work. It's a hard journey to fall back in love with your partner, your life partner. That takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of work from both sides. And so, let's see, it's a very stressful situation. Remember, your ex is an ex for a reason. Oh, yeah. The thing is, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's very easy to idealize people when you are struggling, in a relationship, to idealize some other relationship out there. But every relationship has its problems. Every person has their faults. Every relationship has their baggage. And so I think Scott's right. I think you need a much longer reading to tackle this, because this is really about the health of your marriage, and getting that romance back and that love back that perhaps you had in the beginning. So yeah, that's what I have for you. So hopefully some of that rang true. Yeah, and a good therapist.
Yeah.
If you find one and they suck, don't be afraid to go to someone else.
Good. She says, I will work on the marriage. Thanks for the wonderful guidance.
Cool. Well, thank you for letting us read for you. And that's it. We did all the readings. So yeah, what do you have coming up, Scott?
I have Arthur from Ease Your Mind, who's going to be on my channel on Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what I got coming up right now.
Cool. Awesome.
What about you?
Nothing. I don't have anything planned at the moment. At least not on YouTube.
All right.
Thank you, Jackie. You did great driving.
Yes, you did.
Yes. Well, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate everyone that showed up and was supportive of each other and us. And so, everyone have a good night, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.